Hi, welcome to the Cajun Cooker and how to make a chicken and sausage gumbo. Here are your ingredients. Well, let's start on this side. But this is chicken, this is dark meat is what I prefer to use because I like to be traditional, because gumbo is really a poor man's dish. So I don't really use white meat because I find the fats from the dark meat make a gumbo richer. My husband is awesome, so he actually deboned it for me, but usually I just skin it. And this is optional, but this is 1 pound each of thickly sliced, roughly about, you can see that's 3/4 of an inch to an inch of lunch meat, which can be chopped ham if your deli does not carry a specific kind of meat called lunch meat. This is lunch meat and 3/4 of an inch to a 1 inch slice of deli bologna. Like I said, that's optional, but you need 1 pound of each. A large onion, chopped fine. You can see it's pretty finely chopped. Yes, I did wash my hands, but it's not finely chopped, but it's not coarsely chopped either, somewhere in the middle. 1 pound to 2 pounds of your preference of fresh pork sausage. You do not want Italian sausage or green onion sausage, as that gives it a different flavor. You just want plain old pork sausage. A good handful, a good thing of fresh parsley. Mine is frozen, so it's a little watery, but that's okay. You need some flour. I'll measure this out as I go later. I use that by sight, so I'll have to explain that. Some kind of vegetable oil or olive oil. I like olive oil. Plain salt, plain pepper, and oyster juice. Now, yes, I realize this says oyster juicy because my husband has a sense of humor. Oh, and I'm out of Hillshire Farm smoked sausage, so let's pretend this is Hillshire Farm smoked sausage. I will have it by the time the gumbo is ready to be put together, because you do put the Hillshire Farm smoked sausage in at the end, and you want the yellow pack. Don't buy the beef, don't buy the kielbasa. Hillshire Farm smoked sausage, the original, in the yellow pack. You can use your own smoked sausage, but I find this one gives it the best flavor. So there's all your ingredients to make it a chicken and sausage gumbo. You can do without the oyster juicy, but I wouldn't recommend it, as it gives it a nice flavor. You can put a bunch of small oysters in there also. Okay, we're going to be making a roux. In the meantime, while you're starting the roux, you want to put your sausage to boil. The fresh sausage, not the smoked sausage, which we still don't have because I hadn't sent my husband to the store yet. So put your sausage, put just enough water in it to boil, because the reason you want to boil it is to get the grease and a lot of the fat out, so that way you don't have a greasy gumbo, because yeah, that's gross. Also over here I do have potatoes and eggs boiling so I can make a potato salad. Potato salad is a traditional side dish with Cajun gumbo. Here's a good old-fashioned, and I do have a spoon, yes, I know, plastic spoon, bad me, whatever, I'm cheap. Because the roux sometimes will get caught in the sides, and this can scrape it out the sides to prevent from burning. And I have my onions and parsley ready to throw into the roux once the roux's a nice dark brown. So now I'm going to hand my husband the video camera, and he's going to film the pot while I put the roux together, because I lost my tripod. Alright, now I have no measurements for roux, so you're going to have to bear with me and just eyeball it like I do. To start off with roux, sprinkle a little bit of flour into the bottom of your pot. Yeah, that much. I guess that would be 1 or 2 tablespoons, probably 1.5, something like that. Put enough oil in it. The way I always say it is you want it to look like and be the consistency of Elmer's school glue. Whisk it up. Obviously, not enough. You want the roux for your gumbo. You want to always make sure and have enough roux. You can freeze a roux also. My mother-in-law does that. She makes a bunch of roux at one time. And she actually makes hers in the microwave, which we'll have that lesson another day. A roux is used as a thickening agent in many Cajun stews, fricassees, and étouffées. And it's also used as a flavor builder in a gumbo. It's a traditional base. You do not want a gumbo to be thick. A gumbo is actually a soupy texture unless it's an okra gumbo. Okra is used as a thickening agent and is actually how gumbo got its name, as okra is the African American word. I mean, gumbo is the African American word for okra. And yes, you will see things in my cooking that you will not see in a restaurant, because I'm doing this for my family, not real people. Yeah, there goes the husband rule. Goes the husband rolling the eyes at me again. Pot holder because it's getting hot. You want your stove on a medium to medium-low heat. You don't want to cook your roux too fast. If you cook your roux too fast, it does not have the same flavor as a slow-cooked roux does, and roux burns very, very easily. There. In my kitchen, you will see dirty dishes, not a perfect stove. You may find little fingers coming into the video now and then. Hopefully not while I'm on the stove or cutting things, because I have 4 children and a husband that likes to poke in my pots. And if your husband likes to poke in your pots, that's what this is for too. He will tell you I've smacked his hand with my spoon on several occasions. Yeah, he's grabbing my ass now, so see, watch, see this? You heard that? Yeah. So then we do have to go wash this. And there's my sanitary lesson for the day. After you smack your husband with the spoon, you do have to wash it. Now if you notice while you're making the roux, it will get kind of watery, and that's okay. It will thicken as it cooks. See, now it's starting to boil a little. So you're just gonna kind of leave it alone. Okay, see now the roux is cooking. It's getting a little watery. No, we don't want that. So you can add flour as your roux is cooking. See now, it's getting, you see it's thickening really fast, because flour, as many of you know, thickens pretty much immediately when it hits hot liquid. You can see it's barely starting to turn a little bit of brown. Okay, we'll be back as it turns browner.